Swami Maharaj, Narayan Goswami Maharaj, and to the Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj. Sham, Pankha band kar. आगे कहो, आगे कहो, आगे कहो. Can anybody remember what we talked about yesterday? Mamekam sharanam vaja. Sva-dharma tyag. Renouncing all kinds of fruitive activities, karma, and one should surrender the lotus feet of Sri Krishna and performs one bhajan. This is talking about devotion, bhakti. What did Mahaprabhu say? This is external. Yesterday we spoke about this, the last instruction of Bhagavad Gita, the topmost instruction. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is saying this is external. Why is this external? क्या बोला? Mahaprabhu wants to hear so what is the internal nature of this living entity. Svarupa-anubhandi-vritti, meaning what is the bhav, the internal mood of the jiva, the living entity. Anubhandi-vritti. And what is the goal of the living entities? The topmost. He wants to hear, Mahaprabhu wants to hear. What is the topmost goal of the living entity? To attain Krishna Prem, loving devotional service unto the Supreme Lord. And not until that we have achieved this, then the jiva will be wandering from one place to another. Mahaprabhu therefore wants to listen. What is the jiva's svarupa-anubhandi-vritti? When the jiva manifested, that jiva has one inherent potency, very subtle, covered, just like a seed. Inside the seed, everything is there, but we cannot see it. There's leaves, roots, but when there is favorable conditions, then that wit will sprout and then grow to a huge tree and give fruits and give shelter. Meaning to say, that has potential. That has a potency, potential. What is the ultimate goal? Mahaprabhu wants to hear. But Raya Ramananda is going step by step from varnashrama-dharma to karma, arpan, offering fruitive activities, the results of one's fruitive activities, and renouncing one's external activities. Mahaprabhu is saying these are all external. This sva-dharma meaning Vana, ashram, dharma. Because Vana, ashram, by only performing Vana and ashram, the jiva's inherent potency is not revealed. Keval, only, this world keval, only by performing varnashrama-dharma. One's brahmachari, grihastha, vanaprastha, sannyas. There is no Krishna bhajan element or name of Krishna. And therefore, the inherent potency of the living entity is not manifested. When the living entity leaves the body, whether he attains the hellish planets or the heavenly planets, he's still reaping the results of his activities. This word keval is being used only. No performing Krishna bhajan in these circumstances. What is the result? You would have to traverse the repeated cycle of birth and death. By again performing pious activity, one goes to the heavenly planets and again comes back down. And like this. Because here we sometimes perform sinful activities and sometimes we perform pious activities, and this is like a cyclical condition. By renouncing all fruitive activities and surrendering unto the lotus feet of the Lord. Yesterday, what did we show? Gita, where the Gita finishes, the Bhagavatam starts. Meaning, Gita takes us to the door of bhakti, sharanagati, how we can surrender to the Lord. By surrendering, this is not sufficient. If I told you, you've taken Diksha and then gone away, will that be enough? Some knowledge of relation may be there. You will have to take Diksha. Without Diksha, you will not be benefited. But only taking Diksha mantra, you've registered your name in the school but didn't attend the school. If you attended school but you did not study, do you think you will pass? But this word keval again, by taking Diksha mantras only, is not sufficient. What after that you will have to? You have to take instructions. Diksha, Siksha, Shambhena, Guru Seva. Slowly, these processes will be shown. Just by registering one's name in the school, but did not study. That's why this is being said, sva-dharma parityaja. This is and then, like the story, the disciple goes away for many years and comes back and says, Gurudev, do you remember my name? Did you keep any relationship with me? No. 15 years previously I took Diksha from you, and then after 15 I've come back. Boomerang disciple. He took and then went, but didn't come back until 15 years later. This will not be sufficient to escape a formality. Keeping a formality is not enough. But by taking mantra and then developing a relationship is very important. And slowly, then one relationship will develop as like a mother gives love and affection to a child. In the same way, the child and the mother develop a relationship, and in this way one's bhakti devotion increases slowly. So in this verse, sva-dharma parityajami, it is said in Shastra, it is said, one should serve one's mother, one's father, because they have given us birth, and then we are indebted to them. We become indebted to them. How many types of debts? 6 types. जोर से बोलो. Devrin, Rishirin, Pitrurin, Matrurin, Rajrin. These all are debts. We will have to pay back. You can be freed from all debts, but the debt to the mother is not possible to be freed from. If you take 1 paisa from someone, you'll have to pay it back. Life after life. You can be freed from all types of debts, but from the debt of the mother it's not possible to be freed. You have to take 7 births. But 7 mothers' debts you can never repay back. But by taking shelter of Mukunda, all debts can be freed. And being freed from this debt, so what? Then we speak about the story of Dhanachand. Yes. And he was very generous, was he? He was very he was great miser. He would not give 1 paisa in charity. If you don't give to anyone, at least you can spend on yourself. But then he would not even do this. His shoes are worn to the bare point. He never gave a penny to anyone. He had money. He had lots of money, but he never gave to anyone. He never gave anything in charity. When he went to Ganga Dasera, the occasion of bathing in the Ganga, so his wife said, go and bathe in the Ganga, but he refused. If I go, then all the brahmanas will hassle me, harass me for a donation. The wife said, encouraged him to go and come back. How far is the Ganga from your house? 20 kilometers. If you go by foot, 25 kilometers. He went by foot. Yeah, previous ages or previous time, The locals used to walk 25 kilometers without any difficulty. Well, he got a bit encouraged by his wife persuaded by his wife, or pushed by his wife to go and take bath in the Ganga and come back. But then when he got there, where there are no brahmanas, were in a solitary place, where on the bank of the cremation bank. Even that but still some dogs were. There were some dogs there who were after him. But he bathed, entering the water. He had one dip, second dip. Then how many times should one dip into the water? 3 times. And get up, and then all of a sudden one Brahmin appeared there. Give me Dakshina, this is my bathing ghat. No, I said, I don't give anyone anything. I don't give a donation to anyone. He'd given 11,000 rupees. So get 11,000 rupees. Where can I get this from? No, give me 5,000 rupees. No. Do one thing. Give 1 cow in charity. You can buy a cow for 5,000 rupees. Shyam Prabhu is saying it costs more. 50,000. He's not arguing. No. 1,100 rupees. No. The Brahmin slowly started to barter with him. Okay, give me 11 rupees. No. I won't give you 1 rupee. No, Dhanachand. He said, you will not give anyone anything. So, okay, if you don't give anything, take something. Take some. Take a loan and give it back later. If you don't have anything with you now. Okay. When we don't have money, we borrow some and then we promise to give it back. Okay, Dhanachand said, okay, no worries. No problem. My house is 25 kilometers far. Okay, I'll give you 1 paisa. Ek. Okay. Okay, and who will go 25 kilometers to collect 1 paisa? There was no transport in those days. So Dhanachand bathed and he was tired. He left early in the morning. Now it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. His wife is waiting to eat. Only very simple food. No ghee on the chapatis. And dry sabji. maybe some lemon pickle. I would give you some, and that nimak you could get sold for free in those days. Leem, not neem. Limbu, lemon, not neem. Neem is bitter leaves, curry leaves. Yeah, lemon. I'm saying, he's saying it's just following the dialogue here. Come on, boys, give me a break. Don't get on my case. So, and salt was available for free. Where do you get salt from? By boiling the seawater you can get salt. I didn't want to spend any penny. So when he sat down to eat, it was dry chapatis, dry sabji, one pickle. At that time, a knock came on the door. Who's that? It's Dhanachand. This is his house. I said I could come in. He took one loan of 1 paisa from me. So, the wife went back to Dhanachand. You asked Dhanachand. He said, "Oh, he's come to collect." 25 kilometers he walked. Dhanachand. He told his wife to tell the Brahmin, "Oh, Dhanachand, he is sick." Dhanachand is sick. At that time, the Brahmin was very insistent. "Oh, who is my Yajman, my client? He's ill. I've come to his house. How can I leave if he's not well? Until Dhanachand is not well, I will not leave." You don't have to do anything else. "Oh, just prepare some food for me. I wait until he gets better." "Oh, no. Then that will cost money," the wife is thinking. Dhanachand went back to Dhanachand. Dhanachand said, "Tell that Dhanachand has died." And now if somebody dies, it's expensive. The Brahmin. So we have to do his final rites. "I will perform the final rites," the Brahmin said. And he told the whole village, "Mar gaya." Dhanachand has died, he announced to the whole village. Oh, now what to do? The wife is thinking, "Don't worry. I will be," Dhanachand said, "I will lie very still. And then when he goes, everything will be okay." Now the villagers have gathered to take the body to the cremation ground. No, the wife said, "No, he's not dead, he's alive." Dhanachand said, "Oi." At that time, the Brahmin would not let anybody else do the ceremony. "I will do the ceremony." is my client. They put Dhanachand on a bed of sticks. Just Dhanachand, oh my, you're prepared to pretend you'll die for one paisa. So the Brahmin revealed his form as the Lord, and he told Dhanachand, you're in such condition that Brahma and Shiva, they hanker for my darshan. Then Dhanachand, he closed his eyes thinking he would not see the Lord, then opened again, but the Lord was still standing there. He was persistent and insisting to, he was showing Dhanachand how desperate he was, how miserly he was for one paisa. The Brahmin was no one else but the Lord. I've delivered so many people, but Dhanachand is difficult to deliver you. Ask for a benediction. Give me one benediction, that the one paisa that I gave you, please free me from that debt. Ek paise. He asked for one paisa from the Lord, and that was not even his own. It was what he was given. And this, the meaning and the purport of this story, whatever we have taken in this material world, we have to repay back. Sarva-dharma parityaja mamekam shrinu-mraja antam sarva-papibhyo mokshishami mahasacha. Renouncing varnashram-dharma and surrendering unto the lotus feet of the Lord. Srimad Bhagavatam is showing us what? How to attain transcendental loving service to the Lord. This is giving us this instruction. How the Brajavasis, how they develop a relationship with Krishna in like an ordinary, simple way. And they serve him. Lokik Vevar. Lokik Vevar means like mother and son, some madhurya bhav, some sakha bhav, some dasya. No dasya, sorry. Sakhya, Vatsalya, Madhurya. These three moods of service. बोला ज्ञान ईश्वर ब्रह्मभूत प्रसन्नात्मा ठंडी लग रही है. What is the symptoms, characteristics of one who is brahma-gyan? Raga, Bhaya, Krodha, Shati. Brahma-gyan is knowing that this material world is false and staying aloof from happiness and distress and absorbed in their meditation. These are known as brahma-gyanis. Keshu anubhignamana. He knows that every living entity is suffering the results of their pious and sinful activities. Mother, father, brother, sister, they are all reaping the results of their karmic actions. What can you do? Everybody's come with their karma from their previous life. The mother and father are the relationship with the body, not with our activities. Because each individual has come with their karma from their previous life. Yes. What if you do good activities, you will bear good fruits. Could you do anything about this? In this way, the Brahmin, Brahma-jnanis, they stay aloof. You have to go to the doctor if you're sick. The doctor gives you medicine. In this way, dukkeshva-anubhandi-vritti, Brahmabhuta prasannatma. The previous shlok reference was 256. Shochati na kanshati. One is not takes no pain from the material world, nor does one take any pleasure in the material world. No pain and pleasure from the material world. This was Dukkeshwar. Na shochati na kanshati. The other is Brahmabhuta prasannatma. This is known as Brahma-jnani. Who's recognized the Brahma-jnani? Durvasharish? Janaka Maharaj is Brahma-jnani. Brahmabhuta prasannatma 461. Brahmabhuta prasannatma, Srimad Bhagavatam, Gita 1854. Atmaram Atmakam, self-satisfied and no desires to fulfill. And also Shukadeva Goswami is self-satisfied and has no desires to fulfill. So this example of Janaka Maharaj has been given. Sita went to the forest. He did not say anything. Even at the time of Sita's wedding, everybody was crying, but Janaka Maharaj was not. This is being shown in the Ramayana. Vidai, when she is leaving her family home. Everybody was crying. Why? Mother is crying. Why is mother crying? Very nice. It says my crying is stopped. Now your crying is started. When the daughter leaves the family home, the mother is thinking like that. Yesterday I spoke. There's 30 days in the month. 20 days one cries. Out of the 30 days in a month. She says she's crying 30 days in 30 days. He's saying, I won't repeat what he's saying. Thank you. This is my last day of crying. The mother is saying, now it's time for you to start crying. From tomorrow you start crying. Just laughing, joking. When Sita left, Janaka Maharaj only once, Janaka Maharaj cried at the time Sita-devi left. And this Sita is Srimati Radhika herself. If one is associated with Srimati Radhika, the Hladini potency of Krishna, then suddenly one will have some emotion. Even a stone will melt. Maybe Krishna will not melt or melt, but suddenly the stone would melt. Hladini Shakti, Srimati Radhika. At that time, Janaka Maharaj shed one tear. This example of Aptakam, Janaka Maharaj, and Atmaram, Shukadeva Goswami. By listening to the sweet pastimes of the Lord, he left the desire to merge into Brahma. He became so absorbed in the pleasure of listening to the Lord's pastimes that he left this desire to merge into the impersonal Brahma. Anushrati Nakanshati Tishu. Bhagavad Gita 1854. If one associates with such a devotee, one becomes qualified to enter into the realm of bhakti. If one associates with a pure devotee, then can become a Rasik Vaishnava. Gyan Mishra Bhakti. It should be renounced. What is Gyan Mishra? Gyan Mishra Bhakti. That bhakti which is associated with knowledge. Predominantly knowledge. Jnani and Bhakti is different. What is the difference between Gyan and Bhakti? Jnani Gyan and Bhakti. What is the difference between the two? Bhakti has the tendency to serve. Gyan Tattva Gyan, philosophical conclusion. The Bhakti encourages us to serve. So in Shastra it is said, knowledge is like a light. And there's a shloka in the Bhagavatam. It's illuminating. It shows us the reality of a substance. But Bhakti is one form of delightfulness, like a great jewel. Nilmani, Kasturmani, all different types of jewels. Vidudryamani, Chintamani. This money, this jewel has also its own effulgence. But what is the difference between the two? If a little wind comes, then the light lamp will blow out. But the stone, the precious stone, will not. It will continue to show its effulgence. This is the difference between Gyan and Bhakti. Gyan is pulling. Pulling is male. Sorry, Bhakti is female, and Gyan is male. Maya is feminine. Gyan. Maya will attract Gyan, which is male. One attracts the other. So, Gyan is masculine, Bhakti is feminine. Maya is feminine and attracts the male of Gyan. But फिर बताएं मैं फिर बोलिए
ज्ञानी का पतन हो जाएगा भक्ति का
हाँ
ज्ञानी का पतन संभव है
the Jnani can fall down
भक्त का नहीं
Bhakti cannot be destroyed. So this Krishna proclaims that to Arjuna, announce that my devotee shall never perish. The knowledge, the highest knowledge one can attain is the knowledge of the Shastra. And so much knowledge can lead one into impersonalism, like Ravan, who is a great knowledgeable person. He was knowledgeable in all the Vedas, in all the Shastras, Ravan. He is in the category of demons. Becoming such a great knowledgeable person, he was in the category of demons. Yeah. But the devotee can take birth in any dynasty, any category. Like Prahlad Maharaj was born in the dynasty of demons, and Vibhishan, Hanuman, in an animal body. He's worshipped even today. So this song, without Ram, Hanuman does not go anywhere, and without Hanuman, Ram does not go anywhere. In that cinema, a song, Hanuman, meaning to say, Jnani can fall down, but the Bhakta, devotee, can never fall down. In a Jnani, there is pride. This causes the downfall. This is why Sachi Mata said to Nimai, there is no need to go to school. There's just stay here at home. My one son, he left, took sannyas. Vishwarup went to the school of Advaita Acharya and gave him so much knowledge and caused him to renounce, and he took sannyas and left home. This is why Mother Sachi told Nimai, don't go. You don't need to go to school to learn anything. Just stay at home. He used to sit the broken pots, the clay pots. Nowadays, in the previous days, one used to cook in clay pots. Did you cook in clay pots? Fashion आ गया तो दोबारा फैशन आ गया मिट्टी के बर्तन में रसोई करना आते जो होता है cooking in clay pots is जो aristocratic होता है वो लोग बोलता है जिसको पास टाइम है रसोई करने को one who has Barja. So in these type of pots that you can use once or twice and then discard them. In the previous days in the villages we cook in steel pots, but in previous days we used to cook in clay pots. Did you listen carefully? You cannot cook in plastic pots. Maybe in the microwave. In the clay pots. If somebody dies and some impurities in the house, then the clay pots are broken and thrown in one part of the village where all the clay pots are thrown. Like if somebody has passed away in the family. If you've cooked in the clay pots 2 or 3 times, then afterwards it's not usable. Then they break it and throw it. And they buy new pots. We don't know these things. You think you're mad if I was to tell you. You would think I am mad if I was to tell you more what they used to do in previous days. But Nimai said, where the clay pots were, Nimai used to go and sit there. It's considered impure. If you go there, you have to take bath. And there's some rules, regulations. What did Nimai do? Nimai used to sit on these pots. Mayata is saying to Nimai, why are you sitting in this contaminated place? Nimai said, what is impure or not, what is pure? I do not know. I should have to learn. That's what I'm saying. I need to go to school. If I don't go to school, how will I know what is pure and impure? Sachi Mother said, okay, now you go to school. Very loud, ki jai. Nice pastime, Mahaprabhu. If you study too much and you become too much knowledgeable, you become proud and no need to learn. And we become stubborn and proud. But devotee, humility develops. As much as one enters into the realm of devotion, that much one becomes humble. What more you do bhakti, more humble you will become. In Chaitanya Bhagavatam it has been written, as much as you are humble, Bhagavan. Bhagavan. As much as you are humble, that much mercy you will get from the Lord. Do you have Chaitanya Bhagavat? Study Chaitanya Bhagavat, Chaitanya Charitamrita and Chaitanya Bhagavat. Pulin. Karo Abhiman. Meaning, after having attained so much knowledge, everybody gives me honor. Then I would become proud. What does pride cause? Pride causes one's fall down. Until we renounce our pride, let go of our pride. But with bhakti, as much we do bhakti, then our pride will go away, and we will become humble. As much as you are humble, even having so much knowledge, One thinks oneself as being insignificant. Then one thinks one is humble. When prem manifests, then automatically humility comes. When the fruit is ripened on the tree, the branches automatically come and fall towards the ground. Chaitanya Bhagavatam. This verse is describing how when a tree has fruits on it, ripened fruits, and then the branches, they fall towards the ground. If you have a tree in your garden, you can see this. Do you have a tree in your house?
Mango.
And there's a lemon tree. Like this, one who has good qualities, a person who has good qualities, then they will be more and more humble. Yathartha Gyan. We have to have knowledge. But such a brahma-jnani, by the association of sadhu, can attain bhakti. Mahaprabhu said this is external. This svarupa-anubhandi-vritti is not manifested. This thing Mahaprabhu wants to hear. What is the jiva's natural potency, potential? That sarup, that form of the living entity, will not manifest. You have it, but it has not yet manifest. How will it manifest? By the association of sadhu. By the hearing and chanting of the glorious forms and pastimes of the Lord, one's sarup can be revealed. That, like example, is given of gunja berries, red berries, small red berries. Mahaprabhu gave to Raghunath Das Goswami these gunja berries. Where? He gave Govardhan Shila and gunja berries to Raghunath Das Goswami. And one black, a black spot and a little white ring. Yeah. Kuch nahi dekha. If you haven't seen Kutch, you haven't seen anything. Kutch means Bhuj. Bhuj is in Kutch. देखा शाम को देखा तो उन्हें नहीं देखा शाम ने नहीं देखा गुरुदेव को मालूम है शाम को Raghunath Das Goswami. So much I've explained. You've not seen gunja berries. So many days. वो दे
उसके पास होगा।
वो भूल गए होगे शायद,
You have?
देखा होगा भूल गए। Mahaprabhu gave to Raghunath Das Goswami Gunja beads and Giriraj Shila. Chaitanya Chaitamrita Chaitanya Bhagavat देखा है सब।
पता नहीं क्या बोलते हैं, मुझे नहीं पता।
Do you not go to Parikram? There in Vrindavan, what Mahaprabhu gave to Raghunath is Govardhan Shila. Govardhan Shila, small Govardhan Shila. Mahaprabhu put it and in his hand. I used to cry, and then that Shila would to melt in his hand, and that's why it became small. And he gave Gunjamala. Gunjamala is Srimati Radhika's swarup. It's written. Gunjamala is a berry. Srimati Radhika's swarup. Mahaprabhu, he gave to one Advaitavadi sannyasi. And in separation, by his tears from his eyes, he used to bathe the Shila, Govardhan Shila. Should recite Chaitanya Bhagavat Katha. We you should listen about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So now I'm speaking, but you're not listening. I've spoken so many times. Where Gurudev used to go. He goes to, when we do Govardhan Parikram, just do your exercise and then come back. Listen to Harikatha. Sitting here, do Parikram. He's trying to remember the name of this Advaitavadi sannyasi. In the Shila, in his mood of separation, when he cried, he used to bathe the Shila with the tears from his eyes. This has been described. And when Mahaprabhu in Bhau, he gave it to Raghunath Goswami, this Govardhan Shila. It's at the Gokulanand temple. And when you go to Vrindavan, I've been to Gokulanand. Wait, how many years? We've been to Vrindavan. Mahanidhi. Swami, Mahanidhi Swami, Advaitavadi, no? No. So, to explain word takes so much. What is gunja? What is gunja fal? Gunja fruit? Raghunath Das Goswami's Seva Vigraha. He worshipped Gunjamala and Govardhan Shila. When you go there, ask the pujari to show you what Mahaprabhu gave to Raghunath Das Goswami, this Gunjamala and Govardhan Shila. It is described in Shastra. And he speaks of this Gunjamala, the pujari there at Gokulananda temple. Vastu mein vastu. Like fire has the potency to burn, the gunja fal, the gunja fruit is like an eye. It's not an eye. If you show somebody a gunjamal and tell them that this is an eye, Bhakti Siddhanta Prabhupada, if the Maharaji वो इंग्लिश में कैसे ट्रांसलेट करे वस्तुता इंग्लिश में कैसे वो ट्रांसलेट कर सकते if the substance
inside the power Shakti, so you can realize
yes, what that thing is.
there are no any substance. Substance is there, Vastu is there, but there are no power.
Shakti. Vastu means in substance. If that potency is not manifesting in that substance, there is no activity. Okay. It's like fire. It's like fire, but it has no potency to burn. Yeah. You cannot call it fire if it has no potency to burn. It looks like fire. This is called Darshanik Bhasha. Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada writes in the commentary, as long as the potency stays in the substance, then its potency can be manifested. It can be realized. If a substance looks like fire, but it does not burn, it cannot be called fire. Ag is fire. We cannot see, but that potency is there. There's a current. It's like a current. You cannot see the current in the wire. But if you touch it, then you will know that it has potency. And then if you touch it, you will realize. Like if there's a current, if touching water, And if you touch the water, then that you'll find that there's electricity in that. But sometimes we cannot see this Shakti, this potency, but it is there. And this is what we're trying to say. Gyan Sunya Bhakti. Raya Ramananda is saying Gyan, only knowledge and no realization. So Mahaprabhu said, say more. So Raya Ramananda said, he said Gyan Sunya Bhakti, that bhakti which has no gyan, is free from knowledge. So, renouncing all endeavors for knowledge and taking direct association of a pure devotee and hearing Harikatha from his lotus lips. Stay where you are. Stay if brahmachari, if you're brahmachari, if you're grihastha, stay grihastha. If you're vanaprastha, stay vanaprastha. And sannyasi, stay sannyasi. Whatever situation you are, stay in that situation and do your bhakti from that point. Jnani Prasubhadisya Nimanta Eva. Srimad Bhagavatam 10:14-3. No, you don't have to change your ashram. Stay in the situation you are in, and from that start your devotional practice. Sthane stita shruti gatam. Whichever ashram or varna you are in, and practice bhakti. Don't think that when you get old, you'll take sannyas and then do your bhajan, bhakti. Some people, they say like this: when I'm old, I will go to Vrindavan. What is the need of performing bhajan now? I'm a small boy, what need is there to do bhajan? Say, oh Maharaj, not now. Later, when I'm older. Whatever is the religion that I will be old, tomorrow I may die. Whatever situation, position you are in, start your practice. That will be reserved for you, whatever you do. Stutim katam tanu van manor ye prayaso jito api si trilokyam, in the three worlds. It's Srimad Bhagavatam 10:14-3. Chaitanya Madhya Lila 8:67. Mahaprabhu still said, go more, say more, go ahead. This is external. Up to now, everything is external. Now, bhakti has been slowly being presented. Listening to Bhagavad-katha, the pastimes of the Lord, is the beginning of one's bhakti. Shravanakya bhakti. Shravanakya bhakti is the first limb, anga, first limb of bhakti. The Lord is pleased with this. Is pleased with what? Is pleased with your endeavor to listen to Harikatha. How you'll be so pleased if somebody glorifies you. Externally you may say something else, but internally you'll be so pleased. This is mundane conception, Sham. Don't do it. One is very pleased when somebody talks about oneself. Externally we may show that we're not happy with this, but internally there's some nice feeling inside. If one said, you cooked very nicely, you speak Harikatha very nice. No, externally you say, no, Maharaj. But really inside, by hearing one's praise, one becomes happy, pleased. But like this, if the Lord hears his own pastimes, he becomes very pleased. This Jagat. Who's gone to Jagannath? Rohini Devi. In the Sva-dharma Sabha in Dwarka, he, in the presence of Rukmini, Satyabhama and others, was reciting the pastimes of Braj. That was the pastimes of the gopis. And Krishna and Balaram themselves, they stood by the door and listened. And on the left and right side of Subhadra Devi, and they became stunned to hear their own pastimes. Ram, when you speak Ram Katha, Hanuman is present. Inside Ramayana is Hanuman's pastimes. There is no such person who does not want to hear about their own glorification. Externally you may say, no, Maharaj, I don't want to hear about myself. I am wretched and fallen. I am not worthy of this praise. Thinking on a local level, we are pleased when we hear about our good qualities from someone else. One who chants and glorifies my pastimes, I am keen to hear that. The Lord is merciful. But if we say to the Lord, oh, you are so kind and so merciful, you are the maintainer, creator, we fold our palms, and we praise the Lord in this way. O Krishna, Karuna Sindhu, Jagatpate, Gopesha, Gopika Kanta, Radha Kanta, Namaste. saying this, the Lord is pleased. When you say, "Hey Krishna," the Lord is not smiling. This is Krishna's pranam mantra. Krishna is listening. He's attracting everyone. Hey Krishna, Karuna Sindhu, you are the ocean of mercy. Still, the Lord is not smiling. Sindhu, Dinabandhu, you are the friend of the fallen and destitute. Still, he's not smiling. He's listening. Karuna Sindhu, Jagatpate, you are the Lord of the universe, maintainer, protector, nourisher. Gopesha. Just on his lips, there's a little some smile, not complete. Gopikant, or a little bit more. Gopikakant, smile. Radhakant, when you say Radhakant, he cannot. Haribo. When he says Radhakant, then Krishna is completely enamored. If you tell to the Lord you are Radhakant, he becomes so happy. Radhakant, such a beautiful name. Tishtan Brajetana. Krishna's beautiful name, form, qualities, pastimes. So, who is the Lord pleased? How is the Lord pleased? By reciting His glorifications. The Lord is thinking, how will you worship me? How will you glorify me? You can listen to my pastimes, how merciful I am, how compassionate I am. And this Bhagavat we are listening to, the purpose is to hear the pastimes and glorifications of the Supreme Lord. The gopis, they glorify Krishna, sometimes directly, positively, and sometimes even negatively, calling him thief, chor, lumpard, debauchee. How Krishna is hankering to hear these words from the gopis. If I call you this, you will be very upset. You're sleepy. Before you come to Harikatha, finish sleeping. क्या नहीं हुआ? क्या बोला? He's not had a chance to sleep. Saying, before you come to Harikatha, first you sleep. Just Mangala Aarti and then do Anik and then class. Because I'm here for the next few days, that's why. You have to practice some renunciation. When Raya Ramananda started to speak the shloka Jnana Prayasi, endeavor, and giving up all endeavors for Jnana and other things, and only by mind, body and soul to serve as much as one listens, that much kirtan, and that much kirtan, and that much remembering, and that much remembering, that much seva-vritti will be there. Shravan means seva-vritti. And Gurudev says, yes, did you hear? He said, yes, I heard. But what are you doing? By listening, there should some practical result. And Mahaprabhu was hearing this, was pleased, because it's the beginning of bhakti. Bhagavad-katha is directly the form of the Lord, because it removes our anarthas. Purna Shravana Kirtana. Praisya Bhadresh Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya. Praisya Bhadresh Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya. Nice, very nice verse. Listening to Bhagavad Katha is actually the form of the Lord itself. We have to have some experience. Otherwise it is only knowledge. By listening to the pure devotee, there's two things, knowledge and realization of that knowledge. By listening to the pure devotee, one gets both knowledge and realization of that knowledge. Then, as much as you listen, then that seva-vritti will increase. Which bhakti should we practice? Vedic bhakti or rag bhakti? Such nicely presented process. Vedic bhakti is being described. What does the Lord want? He wants us to surrender to Him and worship Him. How? By various paraphernalia. By following the rules and regulations of Vedic Bhakti. One will not be satisfied by just having one preparation of food. We don't have to eat so much. We have to eat one roti. We don't eat very much, but first offer water, and then one roti. But just drink 2 glasses of water before eating. Then it will cost less as well. Dhanachand. What the Lord is saying. how will you worship me? The Lord is saying, by various collections of paraphernalia. A variety of preparations, not one. The whole temple will be full. Tomorrow, Giriraj Puja. Like in Giriraj, then 360 different types of preparations. The Lord is pleased with this. Like Dhanachand, one sabji, one roti. There's no pleasure in that. That's miserly. No, make different types of preparations. It's not patram pushpam phalam toyam. Sadhu, sadhu. Sadhu, sadhu. Not for the Lord. Advaita made so many. Mahaprabhu saying in humility. Advaita just said, "Oh no, you are that Jagannath." Who has 16,108 queens. If one wife made one sabji each, that was 16,108 preparations. Now I'm making nothing for you. This is nothing for the Lord. Try to understand. Week 360 is nothing. Still, I accept. In this first shloka, Puchara. For the service of the Lord, for His glorification. Arti means they have this mood that I am serving the Lord. There's meanings, many meanings in this. Nana upachara means nana means variety of preparations. By loving exchange, then the Lord is pleased. Govinda Maharaj used to say, when he gives a small mala, he says, "Do you not have any money to bring a big garland? Why so miserly? When you're at a marriage ceremony, 10,000 rupees, 20,000 rupees for one garland, and Thakur one egg full, one flower, and nothing behind." Oh, Sham. Bring nice garland. Is this true? Yeah? Come on. The beautiful decorations. Now, so many flower sellers in Vrindavan. is they spend 5 lakhs, 10 lakhs just on flower decorations. If you don't have, that's a different matter. We mean to say, if you have money, you should engage it in the service of the Lord. Or there's 4 flowers, nothing in the back. Don't be miserly. This is called vitta satha dosh. Even if have money and not spending it on the Lord, this is a dosha, an offense. If we prayed, oh my Lord, if you desire, then I can do. To try and understand it, understand the shloka. The Lord, what does He see? He sees your seva-vritti. He sees, this person is doing so much service. The Lord is not in need of anything. What can we give Him? He owns all the universes. That which He is giving, I am offering, as if we offer Ganga water to Ganga to worship it. The Lord is pleased in this way. The Lord has given you, if the Lord has given you money, and use that money in the Lord's service. If you don't, then it's your loss. Prema neva, by loving exchange, loving affection. It's text 69. Text 69. If you're hungry, whatever is you will eat. And then if you're not hungry, then you'll complain, oh, this is that. This is not good. Yeah, with love and devotion, one offers, then with love and devotion, then I accept that. Tavat sukhaya, by which the devotees offering the Lord accepts, and in this way the devotee's heart becomes melted and blissful, serving Lord Jagannath with various offerings in Jagannath Mahatmya. So many descriptions are there of different varieties of offerings. the queens of Jagannath are coming with so many different types of offerings. The king began to cry saying this. He's saying that you have 16,108 queens. And he's comparing it with the offerings of the queens and thinking, my offering is menial, is meager, it's insignificant. Seeing the king cry, he felt compassion and he accepted first that offering of the king and that offering by the queens like Rukmini and Satyabhama. He accepted second, but seeing the enthusiasm and purity of the devotee, the Lord is captivated. That the Lord's worship is done in this way. Anande Hari Hari Bol. Anande Hari Hari Bol.